Japanese A5 Wagyu chili. This is definitely what you would consider a special occasion chili, and what sets this recipe apart from a regular bowl is the protein, homemade chili paste, and a few other fresh ingredients, with a strong emphasis on fresh. It's a little more involved than other recipes, but it's well worth the complex, delicious flavors this delivers. Here are some of the things we'll need. Starting with the chili paste, we need Fresno Chilis, Jalapeno Peppers, Serrano Peppers, garlic, and shallot, along with some olive oil. For the protein, I went with a blend of 70% Japanese A5 Wagyu and 30% skirt steak. We'll also need fresh tomatoes, yellow onion, garlic, red kidney beans, and northern beans, beef broth, red wine, I used a Merlot, salt and pepper, cumin, brown sugar, tomato paste, and olive oil. And for the toppings, we'll use English cheddar cheese along with a smoked white cheddar, green onions, and of course, sour cream. Let's start with the chili paste. Making your own chili paste instead of using dried chili powder adds a whole other layer of complexity to chili. I'm going to cut up the Fresno chilies, leaving the seeds in, but feel free to take them out if you want more of a consistent heat, along with half a jalapeno pepper and 1 serrano pepper. I'm also going to add 2 cloves of garlic and about a half a shallot. I'm going to add everything to my blender, along with some olive oil and a splash of water, and mix that until we have a smooth paste and set to the side. For our other vegetables, we'll cut up 1 yellow onion and 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. Going back to our chili paste. Since raw chilies don't always have the best flavor, we'll need to saute it on low heat for about 20 minutes to really bring out the flavor. Stir often to avoid burning. After about 10 minutes or so, I ended up using a little bit of red wine vinegar just to add some acidity. And once it reduces by about 30% and turns slightly darker in color, remove from burner and set to the side. Back to the main program. Let's get our onions going. We're going to saute them for about 5 minutes or so, followed by our minced garlic. Once the onions and garlic become fragrant, it's time to add the beef. I like to cook it alongside the onions and garlic in order to really let the meat absorb all that flavor. Once that is cooked for about 5 minutes, go ahead and add your fresh chili paste. Next, we'll add our other seasonings: salt, pepper, cumin, brown sugar, and give that a good stir. I like to add a little red wine for added flavor, and we'll go ahead and add our tomato paste and continue to mix. Now for my favorite part. The beauty of this recipe is in the details. I try to use fresh ingredients where I can, which means using fresh tomatoes instead of canned. And with these, we're going to do it by hand to give it more of a rustic feel. Go ahead and rip up your tomatoes, making sure all the juices land in the pot. Now we'll add in our kidney and northern beans, along with beef broth, and continue to stir. One of the great things about chili is that it's really hard to mess up, and you can usually make adjustments if need be. In my case, I ended up adding a little bit more tomato paste and a mixture of smoked and regular paprika. Once you have all the flavors where you want them, it's time to let it simmer. I like to cook it low and slow for about an hour, stirring occasionally. Once it reaches the consistency of your preference, it's time to plate. Well, bowl. I like to top it off with fresh green onion, avocado, sour cream, and freshly grated cheddar cheese. Once again, freshly grated cheese. This chili is fit for a king or a queen, or just your friends you're trying to impress at this year's Super Bowl party. Let me know what you think. Enjoy.